It's time for another Ash Woman in the Unstoppable Studio. Today is all about the bad Ash abs. 40 minutes of core work. Get your space set up and let's get to work. Now we know that we're using our core in every movement that we do, including breathing, right? Whether we're squatting, we're lifting, we're picking up our backpack, you name it, we're using our core. So we always kind of work to strengthen our core, but these movements are really going to help you engage. So over the next 40 minutes, we're going to take our time. We're not going to be jumping, we're not going to be lifting very heavy, but we are going to be using some weight. So I have a heavy and a very light weight off to the side, and then my mini bands. We're going to start in about 15 seconds. We do have a little warm up coming in here. It's mostly to make sure that we're kind of releasing any tension, and then we'll get into our first of 2 different sets. We're running through those sets twice today. So nice and long sets. Hands are coming down into a quadruped position. Knees are underneath your hips. You're gonna let your chest fall through the center, and then you're just gonna drive the ground away. So starting in those scat push-ups, nice lower, and then exhale as you press. Breathe in, exhale, drive through. Now we are going to be doing some plank work. We know that there's definitely a little bit of plank work happening. Anytime we do core work, good, give me a few circles here like you're doing freestyle, up and around, just kind of moving through those shoulders. Ooh, that feels nice. Definitely feeling still a little bit sore from all that challenges last week. Give me 5 more seconds, and then we're going to take this into a scorpion. So we're going to lay on our belly, ready, set, and come all the way down into your belly. Hands are gonna go underneath your forehead, right? We're gonna lift one foot up and tap it behind us. And then we're gonna switch this to the other side. So a little scorpion, keeping your forehead down if you can. Lay your forehead on top of your fingers, lift one foot off the ground, and then just kind of reach it behind you. Getting into a bit of a pretzel with that back. Just starting to release as much as we can. 20 seconds on the clock, and then we're going to flip this onto into a squat, and then we're going to finish with a pendulum. So we're going to switch from a little bit of core and back here, and then we're going to get into our legs, making sure that our hips are nice and ready. Give me 2 more, one on each side, and switch. Nice. All right, let's do this. So into your low squat. Right, you're gonna pull yourself as deep as you can and hold this position. Now, if you ever need assistance, you can either sit, let's say, on a little yoga block. You can sit on a poof if you got any of those, right? You're just kind of holding here, sinking into this squat. You can lean forward, elbows against those hips. And then if you're ready, just kind of lean over to one side and lean over to the other. Should feel good. And then maybe you take one hand, reach it up nice and high. A little bit of a flow to get started, and then switch to the other side. Hello, Mia Bear. Want to come hang out with everybody today? Good, 10 more seconds. Y'all knew she was going to make an appearance sooner or later. Hi, Muffin. All right, get ready for it. Mia's doing her down dogs. All right, here we go. Laying on our back, 3, 2, 1. Lay on your back. We're going to take these into a pendulum. So knees are going to be in tabletop here, right? Flexing through those feet. We're just going to drop our knees over to one side. Not too far, just enough to engage through that core, and then we're going to lift it up and then switch it to the other side. Go as far as you feel comfortable, keeping your hands out in a T shape, nice and wide. Try to keep that opposite shoulder. So if your knees are going to the left, try to keep that right shoulder down. You're gonna feel that nice stretch in the side of our body. Ooh, less than 10 seconds to go, then we are coming up. We got 30 seconds before we get started in our first round. Now, our first round, we are gonna be, jumping straight on in. Here we go, 3, 2, 1, and all right. So we're gonna take this into a dead bug heel drop and then side body hollows, which are things that you have done, but we're putting them together a little different, right? So we're gonna lay our head down on the ground, and we're gonna tap one heel at a time. Option if you want to, you're gonna tuck your hands behind your head and just kind of like cradle that head. We've already done this before, right? One heel is gonna tap at a time. Then we're gonna flip onto our side body and go for our side body liftoffs. Are we ready to get started? The answer is yes. Let's do this. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's go. All right, head is nice and comfortable. You're tapping one heel at a time, starting to connect to your breath. Again, today's workout is really kind of about slowing it down and just giving ourselves a chance to continue to move, but again, slowing it down. So if you want to call this your quote unquote Pilates day, right? A day where you're kind of taking it a little bit easier on those joints. Again, if you ever need to, head goes down, right? It's always an option to lift those shoulder blades up and off. Final bit. Now I'm going to lay on my right side. So if you're with me, I'm going to lay on my right side. 3, 2, 1. We're going to go onto our right side. So my right shoulder is going to be down. I'm going to be laying on the side. My left hand is going to press right in front of my chest. 8 seconds, and we're going to lift up. Now, option, you can lift both feet or just the top leg. Ready, set. We're lifting up, holding for 3, 2, 1, and then back down. I'm going to add on to this next go around just to keep that in mind. So we're pressing our hands into the ground and then laying that head down in between. So you're holding for about 5 seconds. Again, drive into that left arm. You're going to lift, little side body hollow. 3, 2, 1, and then lay it back down. So we're just kind of building into this motion. Ready, set, and lift up. Keep breathing, extending out. Give me some energy through those legs and through those fingers. We have 10 seconds on the clock. If you want to try to hold it, you can. I always say, anytime I do this, it always feels like I'm foam rolling on my hip. Ooh, we feel it. 4, 3, 2, and let's switch to the other side. I'm just going to swivel around. All right, I'm going to give you time to transition. Again, notice we're kind of moving into these a little bit slower. You have 6 seconds, quote unquote slow. All right, I'm on my left side. My right hand is down, ready, set, lift up. Right, you can point through those toes. You're engaging, pressing into that right hand, and then you're laying that head down. Squeezing your tush as you lift up and off. Engage, engage, engage that side body, and then coming back down. There's no perfect way to work out. There's no perfect organization of movements. So the best thing to remember is do what feels best for you. Try some of these things out. If they're challenging, right, you can always modify. But if it's challenging in a good way, you can always come back to it. Give me another 10 seconds. Now we're going to take this into a banded bicycle with those legs. So if you have a band, we're going to put it around our feet. Ready? Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. If you've got your mini band, go ahead and grab it. We're going to hook it around our feet, lay it back on our back. All right, so I'm just going to hook it around the top of my feet. Again, you can lay your head down if that feels good. Feet are flexed. We're going to take this into a bicycle. We've done these before. Let's bring them back, right? So we're extending, flexing, and then we nice and controlled switch. Now, as you do these, here's what I want you to think about. Try not to let your feet come in line. Try to keep them hip width apart. So when they cross over, you're keeping that tension in the band on the outside. Sorry, a little challenge, not a modification, but if you want to challenge, hammock with the head, alternate, still moving. You're just lifting those shoulder blades slightly off the ground. We're going to grab that light band. Woo, in just a bit. Stick with this. Oh, sorry. We're going to grab that weight. If you want to challenge, we're doing an oblique twist, but we're going to do it in a controlled way. Ready, set, and up and off. Very nice. I'm going to grab my lighter weight. Now I have an 8-pound, so it's not too heavy. If you want to go even lighter, you absolutely can. Ready, we're going to lift those feet up and, feet are on the ground. We're going to lean back at 45 degrees. Ready, set, and we're holding the weight up, leaning back. Now again, if this weight is too heavy, totally fine. Arms are straight. You're just kind of leaning over to one side for 3, 2, 1, and then you bring it up and over. Notice, do you see me coming all the way down to the ground? Nope. Do you see me fully rotating all the way down here? Right, oblique twist or Russian twist as some know it. Coming low is putting unnecessary pressure on that spine. So we are focusing on strengthening the true movement of your core, which is to keep your torso or your trunk from rotating and to keep your body upright. If you want to, you can always lift those feet up and off the ground. That's up to you. Here we go. 3, 2, weight goes down. Candlestick to a butterfly. Hands are overhead. As you lift up, kind of rolling it all the way up, bringing those knees in, tapping the toes, and then back out. Up, and then back out. Up, and back out. And we're working. Let's do it. Full extension, and then we're back in. Are we liking this? Hopefully we're loving this. 8 different moves in this circuit, a nice long circuit. Now we are gonna do this twice. So you will see these moves for a second go around. The nice thing about doing long circuits is you almost kind of slightly forget about what's happening. Now listen up, we're gonna take this into a side plank option to grab a light dumbbell to add a challenge for a row. It's just about creating a little bit of a dynamic movement. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. I'm gonna come onto my left elbow, which means I'm gonna pull this weight with my right hand. That's very much an option. Ready? Elbows down, 8 seconds. Right now, my weight's in my right hand. I'm on my left elbow. Ready? Option, you can always drop to the bottom knee. We're pulling that weight up and then just kind of letting it tap the ground. We're pulling it up. Now, that weight's not incredibly heavy. Again, you can do this with a 5 pound. You can do this with 3s. You can do this with nothing, right? You can literally just tap your knuckle and then pull your arm, creating motion instead. So the goal here is that we're trying not to let our hips rotate. 25 seconds to keep moving. I know it's a long time to stay in that side plank, so modification, you can split the feet or drop to the bottom knee. We know that, right? Good. You can always split those feet. In fact, it might give you a little bit more stability in this dynamic movement, which again is meant to focus on core. Everybody's got 4, 3, 2, 1, and last move. Move number 8 on this side. Right elbow's coming down for me. I'm gonna hang on to my weight with my left hand. 5 seconds, we're in it. Here we go, 4, 3, 2, we're up, and let's go. Pull that weight, tap it down. Pull the weight. Try to keep that chin high, eyes are forward. Nah. Keep breathing. Exhaling out. Woo. Ten seconds on the clock. Hold on to it. Ready? 4, 3, 2, 1. And we get a 40-second rest. A little rest. How are we feeling? Pretty good? All right, take your time. Right, give yourself a little rest. You can roll out those shoulders. Nice big roll around with the neck. I don't know about you all, but I love days like this where it's like, yeah, I'm working. I'm putting the work in. Right, but maybe you just need to like slow it down a teeny tiny bit. You can also add this into a cardio session. So if you are like, but I want to work out, I want to get sweaty, you always can. All right, so we're starting with a dead bug heel drop. Yes, I'm gonna set my weight off to the side. Dead bug, heels dropping down. 5 seconds, we're there. 4, 3, 2, 1. If you want it, your hands are hammocked and that head is hammocked in those hands. You're dropping one heel down in a controlled motion. Lift it up. Now I know we did those bicycles already. Okay, totally fine. Right, these are gonna hit a little different. Everything always does. Big breath in. Exhale, breathe in on the way down, tap. Exhale, breathe in. On the exhale, breathe it in. Very nice. Side volley hollow in 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna go onto my right side. Hello, Mia Bear. You come and hang out with mommy? All right, right hand is down, left arm is extending out. We're gonna lift up and off. Ready? 5 seconds, we're lifting off. I mean, it's like my child, right? Here we go. 4, 3, 2, lift up and hold. 5 seconds. Now, if you want to challenge, you can keep this hold and then you can start to lift the top leg up and down. If you want the challenge of holding, all right? Thank you, Mia. I love when you lick my hands. Try to keep that chin tall, right? So you're not crunching if you're holding. If not, you're going back down and then lifting up and off. I love all the comments, especially those of you who have kids. They're like, I had to pause. I got my workout done, but I had to pause because the kids needed help. 10 seconds on the clock. Reality of life, am I right? That's why we love this stuff, because we can still get it done at home. 4, 3, 2, 1, and we switch to the other side. Let's go to the other side. Mia, do you want to walk to the other side? Okay, walk to the other side, but you got to get out of the camera. Mia, come over here. All right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands are down, right? Left hand is going to press. We're lifting up. If you're holding, you're extending through those hands. You can try to hold this. If you want the challenge, lift the top leg, drop the top leg, lift. But you're keeping that bottom lifted. Lean into that left hand, right? Use that left hand as a kickstand. You should be feeling this. A little tension in that side, in that oblique. Again, don't crunch your neck. Think about keeping it nice and long. 10 seconds. Keep breathing into this. Banded bicycles are coming up. 4, 3, 2, grab your bands if you're using them. If not, it's totally fine. Right, you're gonna hook those bands over the top of your feet. 8 seconds, we're getting moving. So band is around. Option, add the bicycle arms. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Option to add the rotation on this one. So extending the legs out, keeping the knees hip width apart as you rotate, switch. As you rotate, switch. As you rotate, switch. Nose to toes, keeping that chin high. Mia, pink is definitely your color, girl. Breathe through this. 12 seconds on the clock. Almost out of it. You have 4, 3, 2, 1, and band's coming off. Oblique twist with our band. With our weight. Keep wanting to say band every time we grab the weight. 8 seconds, and we're gonna get moving. Do you feel like somebody's watching you, Mia? 4, 3, 2. Heels are down, hands are up. We're just leaning it over to the side. 3, 2, 1. We rotate that weight up and over. We're keeping our feet down this time. So now our lower body isn't moving. It's in a controlled, still and braced challenge. Try to keep the nose up towards the weight. Notice my arms are straight. Again, I'm using an 8-pound, but even that is pretty heavy, right? 17 seconds on the clock. Almost out of this first set. The last little bit. 4, 3, 2, and candlestick to butterfly. Legs are straight. Candlestick, arms are out. Nice big stretch, right? 8 seconds before we get started, we're gonna lift up through those feet. Knees are gonna go to the outside for a little bit of an opener in those hip flexors, and go for it. Breathe in, exhale. Breathe in. Exhale as you lift. And exhale. Sixteen seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab the candlestick, side plank row, and then we are done with this. We are halfway through our workout. Yeah? Nice. All right, side elbow. I'm gonna go left elbow down. Right arm is gonna hold on to that weight. Split stance if that feels good. Ready, set, we're working. So my weight is in my right hand, and I'm finding that pull. I tap my hand down. I squeeze it, and I drop it down. Now, I won't give away anything, but I'm definitely gonna give away something. Get ready to do this motion with a band. Come on, y'all know I'm adding bands to all of our favorite moves. And all in. Woo, 20 seconds. Keep breathing. Six seconds on the clock. 4, 3, 2, and Switching to the other side. Right elbow comes down. Stack the feet. If you want that challenge, split the stance. It's equally as much of a challenge. 7 seconds before we roll. Weights coming into the left hand for me. My right elbow's down. Side plank. Ready, set. Find the control. Find the control. Slow down your breath. We're sweating in a different way today. 25 seconds. 40 minutes of core is not easy, but notice it's not just core, right? We are using those arms. We're gonna do a little bit of kneeling in the next round, so we're gonna get up and off the floor a tiny bit. Woo, 10 seconds. But nobody says that stuff's easy. Ooh, ready? 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. You guys get a little rest. Grab some water if you need it. And let's get ready for this next set. Our second set is going to start in a kneeling position. So again, something that we did in our ab round. However, I'm going to grab my heavy dumbbell for this one. Now, I will preface this with you don't need heavy weight for this. If you want to take a heavy weight, you can. Now, my heavy weight is only a 15, so I'm also going to keep my 8-pound close. Again, you can use no weight for this, but if you do want to take a challenge, all right, so I'm going to go down to my right knee. My left leg is going to shoot out to the side, and essentially we're going to hang on to that weight, or no weight, and we're going to slightly bend over. Notice this is as far as I go, not much more, and then I'm just going to lift up. All right, that's it. So we're going to take it into that. Then we're going to do those rotated elevator planks. Not the squares. I still have a few nightmares from those, even though we loved them. 5 seconds, we're getting started. Weights in our right hand, left hand behind, left leg is out, ready, set. We're leaning to the side, and then you're lifting up. Now, my left leg is out to the side. I'm in a right kneeling position. So to really get the benefits out of this, I need you to dig your left foot into the ground. Push your left heel into the floor, lean it over, and then come up. So you're gonna feel your hip working a little here. Congratulations. That means it's connected to your core. Keeping those shoulder blades back. Now the leg that's out straight is the knee that we're gonna rotate with. Ooh, yep, here it is. 5 seconds, we're gonna take this into a plank. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now weight can come down. We're gonna take this into a high plank. Our left leg is gonna come in. Our left knee is gonna rotate towards our right wrist, and then we're gonna elevator it up and then reset. Option to go into a down dog in between. All right, here we go. High plank, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Left knee comes towards our right wrist. We're gonna scoop it up. Option to hit a down dog in between. Left knee comes in towards the wrist. Add a little rotation, elevator up, and then set it back. Again, the stretch might feel good. It is 45 seconds in a plank, or you can just reset and then go again. Ooh, 22 seconds. Left knee to right wrist, slides up. 15 on the clock. Slow and controlled. 6 seconds, finish it out strong. 4, 3, 2, and we're coming down. All right, now the weight is gonna come into my left hand. My left knee is gonna be down. My right leg is out nice and long. You're gonna flex through that foot. 6 seconds before we get moving. So weight is in your left hand, ready? 3, 2, go for it. Side bend, exhale, drive. Chest up, side bend. Pull those shoulders back in space. Try to keep that right elbow back in line with your shoulders, so that way it's keeping that nice broad chest and it's helping you stay engaged through that core. Little motion to the side, drive into that right leg. Breathe in. Exhale. can't wait to hear about this one after. We're like, 40 minutes of abs, Ash? Really? Yes, really. You're welcome. 8 seconds to go. Woo, we're gonna hit that elevator and then we're gonna lay it onto our back for a bit. Ready, set, nice. All right, now coming into the plank, right leg is going to be working. All right, right leg is gonna pull in. Ready? And your high plank, 6 seconds, and then we'll get going. Remember, if you ever need a little lift off, you can always roll your towel. Set, and right knee is gonna come towards your left wrist, right knee into the left wrist, and then slide it up, and then reset with a little pike down dog position. Again, come forward, right knee towards left wrist, slide it up, and then reset. Big push. Come forward, hold, right knee towards your left wrist, slide it up, reset, big drive. Again, twist. Four seconds. 3, 2. All right, laying onto our back, we have a stacked leg lower. We've done these before. So, laying on your back, you can tuck your hands underneath your tailbone here. If you need a little extra support, hands can be beside you. You're gonna switch your feet, one heel on top of the other toe, and then all you're gonna do is lower it down, lift it up, right? So we're gonna switch at the bottom. So we go down to the bottom, we switch, we lift, we drop, switch, lift, woo, drop, switch, lift. Now you can also tuck your hands behind your head and leave your head down if you feel that helps you, but it is gonna be, right? It's all about kind of finding what works best for you. Keeping that lower back down. If the shoulder blade's lifting is a benefit for you, use it as a benefit. Elbow plank hold, ready, set, flip, whew. Elbow plank hold. See, again, going like 8 different moves, it kind of keeps us distracted. So we don't feel like we're doing these like repeat sets as much. 6 seconds, we're in that elbow plank hold. Ready, set, and everybody's in their hold. Let's go, just breathe into this. Nice and strong through those arms. Hips are holding. Breathe. Big breath in. Exhale out. Slow down your mind, slow down your thoughts. You're good, you're chilling, you're hanging out, right? We're on the beach, we're just watching the waves, the sun is setting. I mean, put yourself in a happy place and just breathe into this. All right, come on. We're gonna grab that weight again. Now we're gonna set up our heavy weight. We're gonna do a little challenge in the next one. Here we go. 4, 3, 2. So we're gonna do a little basketball pass here. Grabbing the light weight. If you don't want to use the weight, you don't have to. So all we're going to do is you're going to lift up your left leg and you're going to pass it under your left leg to your right hand, and then you're going to switch, switch, switch. You're lifting your knee up and off. So it's a figure 8, right? The weight comes down to the middle of your legs and go. We're working under, under. Now another option, you can go both feet off the ground if you want the challenge. Listen up. You can keep a light weight, but I will say the next one, if you want to go for a challenge, we are going to do a bear walk sideways. We're going to do a lateral bear. And if you want to add a plank drag, right, you can take the challenge. 18 seconds. So I want you to mentally just think about that. We're going to do a bear crawl, and we're going to try to drag a weight with us. 10 seconds. Last move, and then we do all this one more time. Guess what? We're on that final stretch, under 12 minutes of work. Ready, set. All right, light weight goes down. So you want to take your heavier weight if you want the challenge, set it off to the side. Now you want your weight, whatever direction you're going to walk, right, that's you're reaching under. So I'm going to crawl to the right, which means my right hand's going to grab the weight. Ready, set, you're in a bear plank, lift up and hold. Right, you're going to drag the weight over to the right, and then you're going to crawl over a little bit. Reset, drag it. So you have to reach under. Lots of stuff around me. And then you switch it and go back in the other direction. You always want to reach under your body to drag the weight across like a typewriter. Then you're just going to move it on over. Again, if it becomes a little too much, remove the weight and just keep the bear. 14 seconds. You should get there and back at least. 5, 4, 3, 2, why not? Have a little bit of fun on that one. All right. Quick rest. Let's do it again. It's always nice to take those rests. You don't always have to rush. Kneeling side bends. Didn't this feel like forever ago? Nice little challenge for us. All right. So heavy weights coming. My right knee is going to go down. We're going to bend to the right side, which means our left leg is out. We're going to get started in 18 seconds. So yes, it's a rest, but it's also just a nice chill transition. All right. Woo. 5 seconds. Weights in my right hand. Hand behind your left head. Behind your left, left hand behind your head. We're gonna go with it. And dig your left heel into the floor and pull. Use your breath, breathe in. Exhale out. Are your shoulder blades pulling back in space? Do you have a nice, strong posture? Holding that imaginary pencil in between your shoulder blades. Are you pushing your left heel into the ground? Can you actually try to think about squishing something underneath your left heel? Push, push, push. Ready, set, push, go, push. Ooh, you're gonna feel your hip if you drive into that left leg. 4, 3, 2, weight goes down. All right, elevator knee. We're adding the rotation. So we're in that plank. In 6 seconds, left knee comes towards our right wrist. Ready, set, and go for it. Left knee comes towards the right wrist. Slide it up, and then option to hit the down dog in between if you feel like you're getting into those wrists or those shoulders a little too much. But we're continuously working the left leg. Left leg in, left leg slides, left leg resets. Nice, come on in. Left leg comes in, slides up, and resets. Keep breathing. Anytime I do a Pilates class, I am always humbled AF, am I right? Right, anytime you do any classes that are slower, that make you hit a different kind of strength, ooh, they're humbling. And rest. All right, let's do it. Hitting a side. Left knee is gonna come down, which means the weight's gonna be in my left hand. Right leg is out and driving into the ground. 4 seconds. Ready, set. I mean, it looks like I've just went through a crazy boot camp workout. My hair is all over the place. Breathe. Lots of rolling around the floor today. So hopefully your legs got a little bit of a break. I know those arms are still working. Whew. Breathe. Exhale. Dig the right foot into the ground. Shoulder blades are pulling back. Your elbows nice and wide so you have that open, proud chest. 15 seconds on the clock. Heading into move number 4, we are almost out. 7 minutes of work left, and less than that, 'cause that's including a cool down. All right, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna come back to that heavy weight when we hit the bears. But for now, let's take it into our elevator. So, in that high plank, right knee is coming towards your left wrist in 4, 3, 2. We're working. Right knee comes towards your left wrist. You slide it up to engage. Lift up as you press those heels down if you want the down dog. It's not always about how many you're getting in. It's about how many good ones. How many you're getting in with great form. Now, same thing goes with strength training. It's not a bad thing to do lower reps as you're building up your strength. It's not a bad thing to do body weight until you build up that strength, right? So if you've got 4 good moves in you, give me those 4 good moves. And then maybe next week you give me 5, right? Everybody's got 6 seconds on the clock. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, lay on your back. Stacked leg lowers. I love these. Just man, it's a nice little variation on your back. Ooh, don't talk too much, Ash. You gotta move. All right, ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. So you can start with the legs, right? You want to always switch to the bottom, so you're going down. Either your hands are behind your head for a challenge, or you can tuck those hands beside your waist. I kind of like to tuck my thumbs underneath so it helps leverage. Lower down, keep the feet flexed, switch. Lift up. Lower down, control. Switch to the bottom, lift back up. Stick to it, come on, lower down. Switch, lift it back up. Keep the breath moving. 8 more seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Elbow plank hold. Right, we're going for the leg pass, and then we finish with those bears. All right, 6 seconds. Elbows are coming down. Ready, set, elbow plank. We're holding. Feet are hip width apart. Hips are low. So we're in a nice long line from the top of our head through our shoulders, down our spine, through our hips, knees, and down through the heels. Now, because our heels might be a little bit lower than our shoulders, technically we should be at a slight angle, which means that your shoulders should be a little above your hips. Try not to lift them up too high. 17 seconds on the clock. Are you breathing? Seven. Grabbing the weight. We go lightweight, we go heavyweight, we finish. 3, 2, 1. All right. Having a seat, a little basketball pass for the final 2 moves. Basketball pass and a bear. Let's do this. Weight is up. You're leaning it back. Heels are on the floor, keeping the hips down. Set and go. Up and under. Now, I like to keep one foot on the floor. Yes, we're using our hips. We're using those hip flexors to lift our knee up. But if we find that keeping our feet off the ground becomes a little too challenging, we can always drop those heels down. It is 45 seconds of work. It's not a short 20 seconds. It's a little bit longer than most. 16. 10 seconds. Almost out. 5, 4, 3, 2. All I gotta say is way to crush. Let's finish this last movement. All right, weight is down to the outside. We're in that bear plank. We drag, we walk. 4, 3, 2, 1. We lift up, reach under, drag it across, and then you're just gonna walk it on over. A little bit in those legs. 28 seconds to be very specific. Always reach under. Always reach under for the weight. Reach under your body and then drag it across like a typewriter. Almost done. 10 seconds. Almost out. Nice, everybody keep fighting. Mia's here to cheer y'all on. 4, 3, 2, 1. And we did it, Bubba. We made it. All right. Nice work, y'all. 40 minutes of abs. Let's get a little bit of spinal movement and then we'll be out. So you're in a quadruped position. Let's go for some movement here. So we're gonna tuck the tailbone under, press the ground away. You're gonna roll that up, chin comes nice and high. 2 more times, tuck the tailbone. Roll the tailbone. Nice. All right, flip it on over onto your back. This is a bit of a pretzel if you want a nice little stretch here. Here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna go legs up to the ceiling. All right, you're gonna bend your left leg. Go ahead and bend it. Keep your right leg up towards the ceiling. Good. Now I want you to swing your left leg kind of under your right and grab it with your right hand. So again, your left knee and you're holding on with your right hand. Nice. Now all I want you to do is try to put your left knee down to the floor and then your right leg is gonna come across your body. Holy moly pretzel, right? So again, your left leg is on the floor bent. Your right hand is holding onto your foot if you can. Now if you need a little extra cushion, you can either use your fist or you can use a towel or yoga block on that top knee, but I want you to flex through your left foot. It's gonna help you stretch into that quad. Oh yeah, we love this one. And then switch. We did these in one of our mobility classes a while back. All right, here we go. Legs are up. Let's do this together. Bend your right leg. Nice. Now take your left hand and grab underneath onto that right foot. Keep it flexed. Try to put your right knee down on the floor, and then you're gonna let your left leg come across your body into a figure 4 rotation. Always know that you can let go of that right foot, but try to keep it flexed for now. A little stretch through the quad, the psoas, the back. Both knees come into your chest. Maybe you give me a little rock and roll here. A little bit of massage for that lower back. And come all the way up into a seated position, cross-legged. Sit nice and tall for a second. Nice, roll your head around to the right, one big circle. And around to the left, one big circle. Hands take a big breath up nice and high. Hands come down through the center and into your heart and take the energy with you. Awesome work. Way to show up for a different type of workout today. Remember, these are equally as important as our heavy, hard-hitting, fast cardio classes. I will catch you next time back here in the Unstoppable Studio. Keep up the good work.